Good morning. Good morning. This is Tannika Nikeya, and I'm just stopping in to give you a quick encouragement and to give you a tip on what I learned about treating my oily skin. So, this morning I am dragging into work. I am exhausted. Um, Yesterday, Mari did have a performance. I came after work to his performance, and ooh, that was a long day yesterday. A long day for him, a long day for myself. Um, but also, this season is a bit hectic and a bit stressful and draining. So I am exhausted. As you know, or if you didn't know, I work also in the education field. So I work with high school students and preparing my seniors or preparing our seniors for graduation or just making sure they have completed tasks to graduate has been a little bit stressful. um, yes. However, I'm taking one day at a time. So I wanted to encourage you too, as I'm reflecting this morning and dragging. Learn to pause and rest. Even if it's for 5 minutes a day. Sometimes God may call you to rest for a season. But pausing and resting actually allows you to heed the warnings of your body. Your body may need rest. Your spirit may need rest. You may need to refresh yourself. You may need to pause to reflect and pick up on what God is trying to communicate to you in this season, right? You also may need to pause and rest so that you can be truly productive. Sometimes we are busy being busy, but not really productive. And so you may need to pause and rest to truly be productive. And there's times where I've really been sick, either physically and dealing with some things mentally, and I've had to take off and trying to not only rest physically, but also it allows me to get a little closer to God that day by maybe I wasn't reading my word on a regular like I should. And I was able to pick up my word, and I was able to listen to some worship music. And then I was able to later on that day get caught up with some things that I normally wouldn't have been able to catch up with. So pausing and resting allows you to be more productive. Um, Allows you to be truly productive, if not more productive, truly productive. I've noticed that for myself. And sometimes you just have to listen to your body, and you definitely need to listen to the Lord when He says, "I need you to just sit down somewhere," or "I need you to take a minute to listen to me," or take a minute to pay attention to the people around you. Maybe they need you a little bit more. Maybe you've given more of your attention to your job and neglected your family. Sometimes that can happen. So my encouragement for you today is to pause and reflect. There's times when you're going to persevere, and you should be, that should be a characteristic, persevering through your journeys, through your life, through healing. But there are times when you really need to pause and reflect. So I leave that with you today. And the tip for the face is, so I have oily skin. Oily up in here, oily around here, oily on the sides. My skin is constantly oily, like right up in there. And I have eczema, so my skin goes through the drying and things irritate my skin. So I have to be careful with my skin. But this part right here, it gets oily. So a couple of days ago, or was it yesterday? I think it was a couple of days ago. I started putting on. Well, I always put my toner on. I use Clear Collective Balancing Capsule Toner, but I put this on, patted it on my face instead of rubbing, but I patted it on my face, um, and then I sprayed this on my face after I put the toner on. It's called Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. And those two together is making my face feel firm. Um, Yesterday, I noticed, I've been noticing that the oil on my face is diminished a bit. It's not getting as oily as it normally would. And it's moisturized. So I eliminated putting lotion on my face. I still put a little bit, just a little bit of, what is that called? SPF, what is it, the sunblock or whatever. I still pat a little bit of that on my face, but I stopped putting the lotion on and just used the mist and the toner, and it's working wonders. Because when my face gets oily right around there, it's irritating. I feel like the oil is dripping in my eyes, and I'm constantly trying to wipe the oil off, and I think it gets back more oily, um, much more oilier. So yeah, that is working. So the soothing facial mist and the from Garnier and the Clear Collective balancing capsule toner by Hero. Try those. And this is not a paid ad. Disclaimer. They're not paying me to say that, but those products are working together to help with the oiliness and to give my face a firm, moisturized, refreshed feeling. All right, I'm Tannika Nikeya. I'm out. Have a blessed day.